Adam thinks Matrix is a better movie than Inception. I'm here to put the smackdown on his Neo.
Considering that Inception is basically a copy of The Matrix, I think Corey does agree with me at the end of the day. Dodge that.
Leonardo DeCaprio is a better lead than Keanu Reeves. Anybody could have played Neo. As a matter of fact, they asked everybody else to play him. They all turned it down.
Keanu Reeves was engineered to play a person with no personality, because he doesn't have one. He shows no emotion, which is perfect for a movie like The Matrix.
I really have to agree with that one. Keanu Reeves is just dumb enough and wooden enough to play the role like this.
Can we talk Fish? I liked Fish in this movie. Fishburne was awesome. He had the leather jacket, he rocked the shades. Nobody could have done that performance better.
I'll give you Lawrence Fishburne. He's definitely my favorite black actor who isn't Denzel Washington, Will Smith, Morgan Freeman, Samuel L. Jackson.
Fishburne's got that great scene where he fights Neo in the dojo.
Eddie Murphy, Cuba Gooding Jr., Forrest Whitaker.
He's got that badass leather chair he sits in. God, that chair's hot.
Cheadle, Snipes, Cosby, and LL Cool J. After all them, he's the best.
Trinity, help. Corey, find a female that's as great as you in Inception. It's not possible.
Dodge this.
Ellen Page doesn't need a black leather suit to make herself known. She is the brains behind Inception, the architect of dreams, the Sultan of SWAT, the great Bambino.
Let's compare villains. Kind of hard to since you don't have one. Hugo Weaving is in The Matrix, Agent Smith. That's a statement.
It's a terrible comparison, apples to oranges. Inception's villains are its own characters' minds.
Hey, Inception, Matrix called. It wants its plot back.
The Matrix's story was built on a fictitious realm. Inception was incredibly grounded in reality.
In The Matrix, Neo's trying to wake people up. In Inception, they're trying to wake people up.
To get out of harm's way and to get back through layers, a complex set of criteria has to exist. In The Matrix, you pick up the nearest payphone.
When I think of Inception, I think of one scene, and that's when they're fighting in the hallway. When I think of The Matrix, I think of a ton of different memorable moments, which include a lobby shootout, Trinity swinging from a building that's exploding behind her, Neo getting his mouth closed by Agent Smith. I think it's a no-brainer that The Matrix wins in the action department. We're talking kung fu fighting, everything is frightening. You got robotic squids, EMP bursts. I mean, what else do you need? It has everything.
The fact that there are action scenes is a value add, it's a bonus. What you get is great suspense, edge of your seat, the scene where all the characters are going backwards through layers of dreams. At the same time, they're asleep in the van, just falling off of the bridge into the river. That's not just great acting, it's great directing, it's great ingredients. It's Papa John's.
There is nothing cooler to date than bullet time.
Trinity! Help!
The Matrix created bullet time. That's great. It's been ripped off a million times. Inception didn't need CGI. Hans Zimmer. That's all that needs to be said. I win.
I'm going to recreate the soundtrack for the Inception right now. Thank you.
Hey, we got a funny guy over here. Actually, genius, that wasn't Hans Zimmer. That was some Zach Hemsey guy that did the trailers. But yeah, go ahead. Make fun.
The action is nothing in this film without the sound effects and the musical accompaniment. When Neo is fighting Agent Smith down in that subway and they're throwing punches that are making whoosh sounds, you know these are two super-powered fighters. And when you got some crazy rave score during a lobby shootout, you know you're in for a real treat.
You saw that clip. That song is not great. It sounds like an old 80s video game. The music of Inception is what makes the entire thing brilliant. Nolan based the entire movie off of a song that was 2 minutes and 28 seconds long. The film, 2 hours and 28 minutes. I think I've made my point. I'm gonna leave you with this. To put a cap on the brilliance that was Inception, take all the characters' names, it spells dreams pay, the theme of the entire movie.
Now that Corey's done playing alphabet soup, I'm gonna let the Matrix speak for itself. Here's a clip I think you'll really like.
Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible. Instead, only try to realize the truth.
What truth?
There is no spoon.
All right, we went round for round with both Inception and The Matrix. We want to hear from you. Let us know what you thought about each movie and which one's better, Inception or Matrix. More than just reviews, it's Movie Feuds.